What's going on, guys? Hook, what's up, my man? How are you, brother? We're gonna hop on. I just got on a few minutes ago, got the stream set up, so we are gonna go through, we are gonna do our dailies. We are just going to kind of cruise tonight, have a little bit of fun fighting, we're gonna bullshit and talk, we're gonna do the whole thing. Whoops. So let's get these dailies done first. Raven troops and bunkers by collecting resources. Okay. We may do some bunkers tonight. We may do some bunkers on stream tonight. What's up, Mark? What's up, Dingle? Barbecue. I'm sorry, that name doesn't ring a bell. I don't recognize it. Let's see. I try to haul ass through these dailies. These dailies are like, ugh. They're easy, but man, they're like time consuming and tedious. Let's see, what else do I need to do? Probably an airdrop wouldn't be bad. Have you been keeping up with El Paso? I have not been. What's going on? I assume you're talking about like El Paso, Texas in real life. Not like the game El Paso. I don't even know if there's an El Paso City in Warpath, to be honest. We might spend a little money tonight, too. I don't know. I'm feeling like we might spend a little money tonight. I already looked at that. There is an El Paso City. No, in the game. Server beef. And what server? Goes Newsy. Oh, no, I haven't paid attention. Whoa. What do I think about G27 maybe not changing your rotations? I think it's going to hurt them more than it will help them, for sure. I can understand, especially for the weaker players, why they would want to stay in the rotation for rewards, right? But it's, I mean, they're getting plenty of rewards from their whales spending, number one. Number two, they're going to lose whales for sure. Probably a pretty considerable amount of whales if they don't skip, because the whales aren't there to farm, and that's what they've been doing the past two events, so they're bored as shit. And to be perfectly honest with you, it makes them look weak as shit. I mean, if they don't skip to come to this rotation, which has got the strongest, most active, best alliances currently in Warpath, then they look scared. Whether they are or not is a different story, but it makes them look scared, and they lose like pretty much all credibility if they don't come to where the fight's at. So, I mean, that's my personal opinion, but I'm sure everybody in G27 would disagree with me, but that's okay. But yeah, that's my take on it. And they're gonna lose potential allies. No question about it. If they don't skip, they're gonna really fuck over. Pardon my French. They're really gonna screw over a couple of alliances that went to their cycle, that were going to their cycle thinking they were leaving the cycle, so that way they could kind of build up paramount points. And some of those alliances are pretty friendly with 27 from my understanding. They're going to piss people off real fast. Yeah, absolutely, Nobles. 1G27 told me some whales join them soon. There'll be a pretty considerable amount of whales that'll leave 27 if they don't skip the cycle. They're not there to farm. You should go over the theater adjustments for those who haven't seen them yet. Yeah, that's actually something that I am going to do, and I definitely think would be good. S30 Avengers is becoming big. They are aiming for legendary. Good for them. We need more legendary alliances for sure. If G27 don't skip, half their whales easily dip. They're not happy at farming another event like they did in San Francisco. They farmed 99% of last Moscow. Yeah, absolutely. There's no reason for them to stay on that event or on that cycle. No reason at all. And the whole Paramount point thing, not buying it. They're second right now in Paramount points, and they'll come if they come over to the cycle between G27, 24, HBR, and whoever our fourth would be. I think we would have a pretty good opportunity to shift the tides and get plenty of Paramount points to stay in contention. S30 AVE will be slapped by G27 if they don't skip. Well, yeah, G27 is like, I don't know what AVE is now. Maybe like 44, 45 billion. So, I mean, what is that? It's like freaking 30 billion. AVE has some people from the 24 Alliance. That's not really possible considering our alliance has been locked for the past couple weeks. Yeah, I mean that's good, man. We need more high-powered alliances and servers, man. We need to start. Balancing some things, man. Get away from this, constant few alliance kind of domination thing. How's Farm Path? I mean, that's not Farm Path for me. You see how they do them in Epic 1. They were Epic 1 once before, but Epic 1 has changed a lot since then. Yeah, it'll be interesting. What's up, Frost? 24 could be stronger if some strong people and random alliances would join. Oh, we jumped 6 billion power from our last event to this event, and we have a pretty decent amount of guys coming over after this event as well. So I don't think we're going to be in a bad spot in terms of growth. I think we're going to grow just fine. Oh yeah, my base HP is weak as shit, 403. Okay, let's see. Do I have anything else I need to cruise through real quick? Let's do some Lucky Wheel spins. See what the Lucky Wheel has got in store for us today. Trying to finish up. I've got one more skill to go on Argent Flame, and we will have him fully awakened. It'd be great if I could hit an 8-banger right here, or at any point. Slim to no chance, though. Lucky Wheel's the most, what's the word I want to use here? The most, I guess, profitable or valuable event, or like in-game thing, at least currently, in my opinion. If for like, it doesn't cost an arm and a leg, I should say. Man, I'm not doing great on statues tonight with this. Jesus. like it. I mean, you get 45 out of the gate here, right? So that's helpful, plus all the passive ones you get from the spins. There's been times where I've gotten like nothing really in terms of statues from the wheel, like kind of like this, and then there's times where I've got just a shitload. So I always get to 100 and then I stop. I know you can keep going, but I generally don't. Let's see what let's see what how many statues do I have? 110, that's just not very good. It's not very good. Argent Flame is 5155. I'm waiting until I get 180 so I can level this one up. So I've actually got them deployed right now already. I just wait now until 180 so I can get skill up at a time. But this doesn't do me any good in the base, so I'm not worried about it. So I gotta find a way to get 70 statues. Alright. Noted. Let's see. Mine's only about 389. I calculated I can get it to 556 with about 3 weeks. Nice. What does a legendary alliance need? Players with just 1 or 2 strong units, or one that is evenly out, but the units are still strong? Can you elaborate on that maybe a little bit more? What do you mean by, or one that is evenly out? The lucky wheel always did me dirty. Someone on my line's got a 19 and 1 5 pull. That's damn. Players with 3 to 4 9.2 units if we are talking about playing with the top dogs. If you hit 8, I'll come 1 versus 1 you on last. Legendary Showroom did me dirty. Yeah, the Legendary Showroom is definitely can be a dice roll. What's up, Cindius? Death Wish. What are your thoughts on the unit swap coming in the 8.1 update? Fluffy, what's going on? All 30 mil units versus 2. Oh no, everybody needs to have at least one like monster unit if possible. That's my opinion. If you have a bunch of average units rolling around, you're gonna get your ass beat. Okay, so let's check what's going on here. Alright, so greetings, Commander. Over the past few updates, we've received many reports from commanders of Theater of Conquest battlefields where a handful of players are much more powerful than the rest of the participants, resulting in an unbalanced and unfair conquest experience. We believe that balancing is one of the most important aspects of the Theater of Conquest, and we want all our commanders to be paired off with worthy but approachable foes. At present, there are too many instances of one commander steamrolling everyone else, which is not what we intended. In version 8.1, we will be optimizing this system. We will then monitor the results of our optimizations before deciding whether or not to make them permanent. Overview. Firstly, after the 8.1 update, we will be adding limited conquest battlefields with restrictions on unit levels and star levels. We knew that. Any units you have that exceed the limits of the battlefield will have their attributes temporarily reduced to match the star and level limits. For example, Silver 2 battlefields have a star limit of 8 star and a level limit of 120. If you have a 200 9-star unit, its attributes will be reduced to those of a level 120 8-star unit. There will still be classic limitless conquest battlefields with no restrictions. The 2 battlefield types will be opened alternatively, so if your alliance doesn't wish to participate in a certain battlefield type, you can sit it out and wait for the next one. Will still be 2 classic limitless. Okay, so I'm assuming that means that there's going to be like no unit level restrictions when they say classic, like limitless conquest battlefields with no restrictions. 2 battlefield types will be opened alternatively, so if your alliance doesn't wish to participate in a certain battlefield type, you can sit it out and wait for the next one. Furthermore, after the update, we will be sending all commanders 3 permanent reverse engineering blueprints, you can use these items to convert prototype pieces into any 7-star, 7.1, or 7.2-star unit you have previously owned. In each limited Theater of Conquest event, you can earn an extra 2 reverse engineering blueprints from the Battlestar event. These ones will expire at the end of the conquest. We hope these items make it easier to adjust your unit lineup to match the limits of your current battlefield. Lastly, to match alliances with a more suitable and balanced opponent, and to prevent draws, we will be expanding the matchmaking pool. This applies after applying limits to unit star levels. We will no longer be matching alliances based on the age of the server. Matchmaking will be instead based on each alliance's level of development activity and power in order to avoid putting newer or older alliances at a disadvantage. So they've revamped this. That's great. Legendary 1 and 2 are both now 9.2 star, level 200. Gold 1 is 9.2 star, level 200. Gold 2 is 9.1 star, level 200. Gold 3, 9 star, 200. Silver 1, 8.1, 200. Silver 2, 8 star, 120. Silver 3, 7.2 star, 120. I don't know about the Gold 1, 9.2. That still could lead to a lot of sandbagging, in my opinion, because you're not restricting anybody at that point. And there's certain players, I understand they want to play with their friends and stuff, but there's certain players that just don't need to be in gold, period. And if you don't entice them with going up because they won't be able to use their units, they'll just keep sandbagging it to gold. So I think the Legendary 1 and 2 at 9.2 star is good. I think the Gold 1 needs to be where it goes to 9.1. This is 9. This is 8.2. This is 8.1. Yep, 8.1. Then 8 star, right? Yeah, that's what I would do. This would be what I would do. Okay, let's see what this next page says. In addition, we aim to provide room for all alliances entering the Theater of Conquest to grow. To ensure that said growth is equitable, however, we want to avoid matching alliances from servers with different max unit upgrade caps, after we stop categorizing alliances based on server age, we will be unlocking modern units, modern war techs, all officers, and the officer training system in all servers that have been online for at least 75 days. Going forward, new servers will begin their first Theater of Conquest earlier than before, so that more commanders can experience Conquest gameplay. These adjustments will take effect in version 8.1. In the meantime, you may want to reconsider upgrading your existing officers, so you may gain access to better officers after the update, mainly geared towards newer players and newer servers. When does the AA feature come out on the ATG? The 8.0 update. 8.0 update sometime this month, apparently. Everyone have 9.2 in Gold 1, though. Silver 1 should be 8.2, in my opinion. No, Silver 1? Hell no. We want more, we want less people in those lower battlegrounds, because there shouldn't be a need for strong, players in those weak battlegrounds. If you send a picture of my helicopter, if I send you a picture of my helicopter, can you comment on the Officers Guild training, or can you answer when you have time? Are you in the community Discord server? Let's see. Today is, what is this? Is recruitment day? Recruitment drive. All right. Let's start doing our units. Yeah. Let's build some units. We're gonna go. What is reverse engineering blueprint? So from my understanding, they're going to give people the option to exchange prototype pieces for certain 7.1, and 7.2 star units. But to get them, you have to give up your prototype pieces, or the equivalent in terms of prototype pieces. So for a 7-star, you'd have to give up 4 prototype pieces from whatever camp you were going for. If you wanted 7.1, you'd have to give up 12 prototype pieces for that exchange, and then for a 7.2, you'd have to give up the 36 prototype pieces. So unless you're 100% going to be consistently playing in a lower battleground, probably not going to be the best idea, because you're going to have to then basically either exchange it again right away to get your prototype pieces back, or you're going to have to spend a bunch of time like building another unit to contribute to prototype. I don't know. It doesn't sound like if you're planning on being in Gold 1, Epic 2, or Epic 1, it's worth your time to do an exchange. That's my understanding of it. I don't know. What do you guys think about it? Do you guys like that new system? Do you guys not like that new system? It looks like they've revamped it a little bit, because when they first put that notice out, I don't know, a few weeks ago, it was 9.2 star, no level cap for Epic 1. Epic 2 was a 9.1 star cap, level 200. So they made both, which is something that I suggested, not like just me, but that's something I also like kind of voiced, as well as others in the community, that both legendary battlegrounds should have been no unit cap or level cap. So I think they've done that, so that's good. Also has to be units you own from the sounds of it. Yep, it's got to be units that you've disassembled in the past. So you wouldn't be able to get, say, a 7.2 star howitzer if you never got one in the past. That's correct. I like the engineering system. I would like to bring some units back. It largely helps the free-to-play, though, which surprises me coming from Lilith. Which channel should I post a screenshot? Post it in the unit chat. Iron Breaker. Does 24 have a gold team? Yeah, actually we do. The server is primarily focused on, obviously, the legendary team, but there is a gold team in server 24, yes. You know what? Maybe I can hop in a... Oh, we got some offline groups here. We got a lot of offline groups right now. Gotta head out. Y'all have fun. Thanks, Hook. I appreciate you coming by. Yes, 24A1. Yep. Yeah, so, I mean, I agree with you, Jake. However, again, it's not just a free unit exchange. I'm not sure if a lot of people realize that yet. It's not a free unit exchange. It's you're exchanging your prototype pieces for a unit. So, you know, there's a trade-off there. So if you need the prototype pieces, then you don't want to do the unit exchange. Guess we probably ought to farm or something, since we're gonna get some like rewards from it. Where the hell am I at? Okay, sounds good, man. We'll take a look. It works if you have a unit from a camp you don't want. Like I'm dumping my Martyr MBT when this comes out. It works if you have a unit from a camp you don't want. I mean, at the end of the day, though, right, it's all based on the prototype pieces. So the question becomes, do you want to give the prototype pieces up? For me, I don't. I'm not giving my prototype pieces up. Absolutely not. Yes, I got to get the prototypes to units, but it's like the unit swap. You have, as you have said in a previous video, calling out the people begging for the unit swap in Warpath Discord. We will see how it goes. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really calling anybody out, I guess. I'm just giving my opinion on the situation, right? Like there is so many ways, depending on obviously how much money you invest, is going to determine the length of time it takes, but anybody can build a new unit. It takes time for everybody, right? So like, why swap? If you give people unit swap events, then there's going to be no diversity on the battlefield, and it takes away from the strategic aspect of it, right? So, and to me, that creates a boring gaming environment. But this one, there's a trade-off, right? Like, sure, you can swap a unit to something you've had in the past, but you're going to give up the prototype pieces, which we all know how valuable prototype pieces are, and they're equally as hard to get as just making units, because you have to make units and break them down to get prototype pieces anyway. I see these prototype conversations being useful to players playing in the alliance and alliances. Yeah, exactly. It's going to be for the players that are like dead set on playing in lower level battle. Like if you're playing in Epic 1, Epic 2, Gold 1, I wouldn't suggest doing it at all, because you're going to lose more than you gain in terms of, like, yeah, I feel okay. Like for example, let me look here. Okay, so let's say theoretically, right? I was to give up my my Liberty Howitzer, right? Well, okay, I can get whatever unit I want. Let's say I wanted to make another helicopter. I'm just theoretically speaking here. Let's say I wanted to get another helicopter here, right? Okay, so I exchanged my artillery for a helicopter or a tank hunter, 7.2 version, but I would have to give up 36 prototype pieces to do it. So now I'm going to lose this unit, right? I'm going to lose this unit for a helicopter, and I've just lost 36 prototype pieces. So now I've got to rebuild a unit just to get my helicopter that I exchanged for back up. So it's pretty useless in the like short to intermediate, term. That's my personal opinion. And that's, again, also strictly speaking on if you are planning on playing at a higher level, meaning Epic 1, Epic 2, or Gold 1. If you're talking about Gold 2, Gold 3, anything in that category and below, this is probably going to be helpful. If people are still accidentally getting rid of units, then that's their own fault, because they make you like double approve that you want to like disassemble it for prototype pieces. When will Warpath Intergalactic release? I don't know. Yeah, that's exactly right, Barbecue. I accidentally shot myself in the foot. That's exactly right. I don't know if you struggle with Vanguard prototypes, Death Wish, you can always sack the Super Heavy and use your 58 Martyr protos to bring a Martyr's unit into your lineup and replace the Super Heavy. What in the world would I replace my Super Heavy with from the Martyr's camp? That would be anywhere near as valuable. Because I get the value of the Super Heavy currently is in the fact of Thorn Countess and Steel Fighter. Because of the unit HP. I can tell you from the testing, I am not taking a Martyr unit, with the exception of the rocket launcher, anywhere out near the battlefield. Yeah, I'm not touching. Martyr infantry would be the only reasonable thing there. I am not touching a Martyr's MBT. Hell no. Time for a barbecue Death Wish Smackdown. You kidding me? I just opened all those freaking tickets and didn't get it all the way done. Yeah, I would never run the Martyr MBT, currently, ever. Ever. At least not right now. If they, buffed it somehow or something, different story, but I don't anticipate that happening. Don't worry, guys. We're gonna go out and see if we can find some action here in just a bit. We're just cruising here, opening some coupons, creating some units. Let's see. What do I need to do? I feel like I need to do something. What am I missing, guys? What am I missing? Did I already open my blueprints for the day? I think I just did that. Yeah, I just did that. Okay. Alright, then what? What else do I need to do? Got all this done. Alright, good. That's done. I did all that. Oh, yeah. Can you show us your plus parts? Yeah. Yeah, I can, absolutely. Let's see, how many? We've got no drink tokens. I can buy, okay, 4 there. What is this? What do I need here? Drink still guaranteed. Alright, let's buy one of these. Oh, great, I gotta do this.
This is the end of side 1 of this record. Please now turn it over for the second.
Great. That's awesome. I got 3 of those yesterday, too. I had 3 pulls yesterday. The 10 one. At the 10th one, I got one freaking statue. Fantastic. That's awesome. Absolutely love that. I need to see how many statues, in fact, I am away from Professor Payne. Not getting him done. I'm just doing one of his skills. 16 away. It's not terrible. Not good, but that's not terrible.
What do you know about all the filth that's going on here, huh?
Is MBT still a thing? Should I just dismantle it? I mean, yeah, a lot of players run it. I mean, it's not nearly as effective as it once was in the field, but it's good for tanking bases if you do any base to base or run army groups. And I mean, it's not just complete trash on the battlefield, but I mean, you're not going to do much in terms of against a helicopter. Any news when the officer rollback will come out from Lilith? The officer rollback. I'm gonna be honest. I guess I'm out of the loop on that. Oh, I'll take that. 8, that's not bad. That's not shabby. We can live with 8. Alright, let's go find some people to kill. How about that? Let's get a heli group fired up here, and let's get a party started. Alright. Do I even have any buffs going on right now? No, I do not. Alright, I got a buff up. Troop firepower. Troop HP. Let me ping it out on Discord. Hold on.
This is the same old crap over and over again.
I only meant since they did this unit rollback option with the cost of prototype pieces, wondered if they may bring the officer rollback. No. I pushed pretty hard for that though, I'll be honest. But I don't anticipate that happening. Never heard of such rollback. I don't see Lilith do it either. Go pew pew. Yeah, we're gonna go kill some things. Well, they did a unit rollback in the day, so never know. We can hope. True. Rollback will come when pigs fly. It's facts. Only 1 week long, though. If you missed it, you were screwed. Yeah, I remember it. That was back in, like, the 2.0 update. Or, like, in that time frame. Maybe a little bit after 2.0. I don't remember exactly. Do I have enough to upgrade? Yeah, I do. Sure do. Armbreaker, send Death Wish your 39.2 helicopters so you can watch them die on live stream. Or die live on stream. How you know I got 3? You told me I'm VC. Come on, Ironbreaker. Come on, Iron Break. Let's see. Let's see what the fighting machine looks like. Where am I at? 414. Let's see who's in my see who's in my wheelhouse here. Yeah, if you're still in here, barbecue, we're gonna see where let's see where our buddy's at on Fighting Machine, because I've heard he's called me a farmer a few times and talked shit about my Fighting Machine ranking. So I am 414th. Let's see where our buddy's at, just for reference, since I'm such a big ass farmer and I don't fight or do anything. Oh shit, that's weird. 492. 492. That's the biggest shit talker in mass right there. Talks about fighting to everybody and he don't fight. That's weird. I'm sure, hold on, I'm predicting it now. For any of you guys in this event, you're gonna see it in Moscow chat. Gonna come back and say, oh, it's because you're in the safe zone and you don't ever come out. And blah, blah, blah. Guarantee it. Where's Moon at? Moon's probably talking to himself in Moscow chat, I'm sure. Probably talking about respect and, you know, everything while insulting everybody at the same time, which is, like, very disrespectful. But, you know, that guy, you just gotta laugh at that guy. Do you play any other games? I don't. I really don't. I would like to at some point, though, for sure. Will we see an officer rollback? I would say no, as Lilith adds more officers. The idea of a rollback becomes more and more terrible. Death Wish, can you send me your Discord link? Yeah, absolutely. Shulk, actually, it's in the description of the video. Just click down on the description and you can see it. I remember when they first introduced premium officers, it cost $500 to unlock them. Now they decreased the possibility and it can take... are you... Premium officers? Are you talking about the exclusive lounge officers? What's up, Tifola? Oh, sorry, I'm old. No, you're fine. You're good. Let's see what's popping in Moscow chat. I'm sure something really exciting is. Let's see what awesome things we've got tonight. Moscow. I will say this Moscow chat. This event. I don't really pay any attention to Moscow chat as it's really not even worth my time. But this Moscow chat, this event has been quite interesting sometimes, to be honest with you. It's kind of funny. Let's see what's going on. This effing game needs one L4, all strongs in same epic city, less epic 2, blah blah, all sitting in safe zone. It sucks. That's coming from FT. Of course it is. That's the game. Glory servers came too late, allowing servers to... No, not too late, but I see what he's saying. It takes time to balance it out. It's about Lilith, bro, G27 and top, HBR, etc. have to be here in this city. That isn't our fault about it. If they all come, FT ain't gonna be here. I don't know what he's griping about. As soon as I say this, I know everyone is going to get their whatever in a twist, but, you know, FT 1419, whoever could always jump to G27 cycle and the same as G27 jumped to the cycle. I disagree with that. I love you, Ironbreaker, but disagree with that. 14 and 19 shouldn't be obligated to jump to that cycle because G27 was originally the one to leave this cycle. So if they want to come back and have some fights, they should be the one to skip, period. Also, it's not feasible for anybody currently on this cycle to skip and to still be able to generate any more Paramount points before the point race ends. So not an option. The only way to get everybody back on one competitive cycle is for G27 to come to this cycle. Joker past top in terms of power or in terms of fighting machine? They skipped our cycle and you put that on our shoulders, so we should also skip a cycle and rewards. I know we are to blame for everything. I just like to understand how it's our fault this time. Not your fault. I agree with what you were saying. I don't think 14 and 19 should be obligated to skip. This is wrong. I mean, if you don't like to be with us, you can easily skip, correct? Nope, can't do it. It's your fault because you don't bring enough cookies to share. I'll bring more and try to not eat them all alone. Wrong. Money politics for Lilith. Have to put all whales in the same. Let's see what Giaco said. Flower, okay. Go out of safe zone to get kills. No need in exchange. What is he talking about? Oh, anyone willing to exchange? Oh, he's talking about this guy looking for kill exchange. Okay. Go out of safe zone. Get kills. No need to exchange. Exchange is like needing or taking a handout. When you get what kills you get by fighting an alliance, cannot judge a player's activity skill kills by allowing handouts. If exchanges, it allows those to remain hidden as a farmer, though when those players need to go to goal. Okay, whatever. Doesn't make any, like, he didn't articulate that very well, but I get what he's saying. Indeed, it makes leaving the safe zone redundant in the game. Okay, got it. Super thrilling here. I'm telling you, Lilith devs don't play this game. Fair enough, Ironbreaker, what's wrong with that? That's wrong, Deathwish. You guys don't lose anything if you skip to another round. You are in round 2. We're in round 1, actually. So that's incorrect. You would get into their round 3. If they skip, they would miss round 2 and get into your round 3. Your round had the luxury of being able to skip and not miss any opportunities. That is highly incorrect with all due respect, and I will show you why. So the Paramount Cup, right, has a phase. It's got a cup phase or a cup schedule. Okay, so we are in the point race right now. You can see the dates that the point race starts and ends. So it started on May 1st and it ends on September 22nd. So with that being said, I'm going to pull up my phone. I'm going to pull up my handy my calculator, my calendar. All right. So this event right here that we are currently in. Okay, this event is going to end in 12 days. Got it? So in 12 days, so that's 7, that's 14. So this event is going to end on the 17th of this month. Okay? Plus, you've got to factor in, I believe it is the 3-day like cooldown period, if you will, before Alliance is unlocked. So that means our Alliance unlocks, or every Alliance on this cycle, is going to unlock on Thursday, the 20th of May. All right? Then we have 2 weeks before we land into the following conquest, right? Okay, and keep in mind, the second cycle is 2 weeks behind us. So they will be, when we end, they are going to be in the beginning stages of their event, right? Okay, so keep this all in mind, okay? So we're going to we're going to unlock, rather, on the 20th. Then we're going to start our next event, assuming it stays on the same schedule, which it will. It's going to unlock on the 20th. We should drop in on August 3rd again, okay? And then that's going to be another 20-something day event. So by the time we end that event, right, that is going to be the end. Let me see. That is 7, 14. That is 28. So that should be around the 21st, the week of the 21st of August 21st, okay? Let's go back here real quick so I can use this as reference. Oh, wrong thing. So I can use this as reference. So that is going to be at the end at about August 21st, the week of August 21st, okay? Maybe the 24th. I'm sorry, the 25th. That week, sometime that week, August, right? And then this point goes to, or this race goes to the 22nd, okay? So that means, keep in mind, then we've got another 3-day countdown, or a cooldown, if you will, okay? So by the time that gets here, it's going to be about the either 24th or 27th of August. Okay, keep in mind that the other cycle is still going to be at about the halfway point, a little less than the halfway point. So that means their cycle is going to end right before the 22nd. So there's not going to be another cycle that will start before the point race ends on our cycle. So if anybody from this cycle skips, they cannot get any more Paramount points. Okay, I mean, you can do one more, but you are losing a significant amount. Your side has 3 rounds. This is the second round for Paramount points. we have each side has the same amount of rounds, right? So this is HBR G27, right? This is from their first and only round so far for the Paramount Cup. Same with all of with Mass. I mean, they're not in Legendary 1 anymore. They are. We are. I assume they're still going to be. Probably going to be. Don't know. They will be. Don't know. Assume they will be. Depends on if G27 comes to the cycle and HBR comes to the cycle. If those two do, these guys are out. Most likely. Maybe not. They could still get in. They're out, and they're out. Well, they're on the other cycle, so maybe they stay in. I don't know. All right, so this is the current standings. This is from all cycles' first Paramount Cup. These are going to adjust again at the end of our cycle. Is my heli group full yet? Pretty close. Okay. Yeah, exactly. We have one more event after this. Exactly, one more. So if we skip, then we're screwed. We don't claim that I am Ukrainian, dude. Huh? GAON, honestly, here, let's look at the current rankings. Like from this event. So 14 and Mass have both hit the 150. We're getting close. We're at 130. GAON, I mean, shit, FT is outpacing VII, so maybe VII falls out. If it goes back to the, what the new, like, with the new update, right? Because, I mean, it'll be a kind of, you know, it'll depend on the timeline. Well, no, it won't. I retract that statement. No, it won't, because that's the 8.1 update they were talking about, not the 8.0. So just kidding, scratch that. But when they start factoring in like alliance activity and things like that, I mean, you got, and I love VII, absolutely zero disrespect here for VII, but just kind of looking at the reality of the situation, you've got an alliance that's got 173 people that is 31.1 billion power, outpacing an alliance that has got 255 at 54.2 billion power, and an alliance that is 254 out of 255 and 56.1 billion power. So if you want to stack and you want to factor in activity, GAON is more active and a more formidable fighting force, at least based on the numbers here on screen, than FT or VII. GAON is more formidable than FT or VII. I don't mean that rude at all. I mean, same thing with P2G. 250 out of 255, 54.8 billion. Got 32 points. GAON has got 173 people, 31.1 billion, and they've got more points. That doesn't... the only thing I can think of is that's all activity. That's all activity. I don't know. The luxury of fighting and not farming like 27, yeah. RIP P2G, though, 32 points. Rumors that P2G drops out and goes gold. I mean, with all due respect to them, I mean, I don't know. I don't have any problem with P2G at all. I mean, they've done nothing to me. But the way they're performing this event tells me that their alliance, like, is... There's really two things. The reality of the situation is two things. Either they're dead, and their alliance is just highly inactive, or they're not fighting on purpose because they're trying to, you know, stay in bed with Mass. That's one of the two, like, realistic options. And I'm not going to make any, like, claims I don't have information to back up, so I don't know what it is. But something's going on, because there's no way P2G has 32 points. And is like a gold, or I'm sorry, not a gold, but an Epic 1 team. No. And like these BXV guys, super nice guys, great guys, really, really nice guys. And they've tried since day one of the event. Now, obviously they're not very strong. So and I mean, they've even came out and said that like, we're a gold 1 team. You know, they got bumped up because, you know, the split cycles and, you know, all the other things. It's not in their control and it's BS, but they're like, look, we're gold 1 team here, you know, and they're doing the best they can. You know, but they also don't have any aspirations to compete in the Paramount Cup. So you can't knock them. I don't know what the deal is with P2G. But it's interesting to me that GAON has like more points than FT or VI. Now I'll give FT a little slack here because FT is on the winning side, so they haven't had as much fighting readily available to them as like 24, VII, GAON, P2G, BXV. So I'll give them a little slack. But yeah. GON is a great team. I've been playing a lot with them in Gold 1, very active and a lot of great people. Tell them Paz to say hello. Yeah, I like GON a lot. Their team is very good. And they I mean, again, they've got 161 people, so it's, I mean, they can only do so much, but they try their ass off. Yeah, I agree, Barbecue. BXV has tried, for sure. I mean, I can't knock somebody that shows up to a fight that, you know, they know they're going to get their ass kicked and still shows up. You know, anybody that does that has got my respect. Same people every day in VI. Morale was killed. Also heard 14 is level 71. Prepare for battle buffs. Yeah, I mean, okay. VII and 24 can start a fight anytime, though. Yeah, I think our Paramount points show that we've done plenty of fighting, and I've got plenty of footage that shows we've started fights. So that's not really an excuse, with all due respect, Barbecue. I know a lot of you guys from 14 and 19 like to talk shit. Not you in particular, but a lot of 14 and 19 guys like to talk shit. But we don't have. Oh, wrong thing. We don't have 130 points by not doing anything. And you guys know damn well from last event, took P2G and Mass, both, the all capital Mass, but took well, it technically ended up taking like 5 of you guys to fucking stop us, so don't tell me we don't fight. I don't know why the Safe Zone border doesn't show up on PC. Maybe it's a bug. This is about the time GON gets active. Let's see. Where's my group at? Alrighty. So how the Paramount point? So how many Paramount points have Joker and Top generated for 24? A lot. I mean, let's look. Joker's got 427 million points. Top's got 197. P52 and Sarge are doing well. I mean, here's the thing though, like fighting with like Joker and Top, like those two guys are so active and it's so rare. Like I know bigger whales and some of these other alliances have like 5 different people playing their account. Which is fine, but it's nice to actually have a active whale. You know what I mean? Like that's the account owner, that's who's putting money into the game, and that's who's actually playing the account. Like Joker still comes in and will drop racks buying the store out. Like A lot of these whales don't spend anymore, but they've just spent so much early on that they're obviously still pretty far ahead, but I guess it makes that probably 44 mag undercover looking for some excuse. What do you mean? To be honest, I don't ever really watch any of his stuff. So I mean, I've heard about his videos. I guess people were like saying he made a video announcing that they were coming, and then I guess now with the recent developments that they may not be coming. I don't know. I don't get how VI is below FT in points when Sarge or B50 do so well. I don't know. I mean, I know they've got some really good fighters over there. Let's see. Sorry guys, I'm shooting a text off. Let's see. Go Fright Bro, we want to see Pew Pew. Yeah, I mean, my helicopter group's on the way. Babysit this thing while it travels. Let's see how far he gets while 1419 guys watch his stream. Snipe is out. Yeah, that's probably true. Probably not very far. But that's alright. We'll do what we can. Barbecue is putting Death Wish Heli group chords in FT chat. 'Instead of delay on your stream, to be honest. I mean, I can. But I'll be honest, I'm not too concerned with it. If somebody's going to come over here, I'll do the best I can and then, you know, figure it out from there. Two to 3 minutes will do the job. Two to 3 minute delay? Damn. It's a big delay. Maybe I do a half-hour delay. Then chat will be hella delayed. Half hour. Yeah, exactly. Exactly half hour. Now, I actually see what you're saying. I do see what you're saying, Warpath. But who do we have here? Yeah, that's right. Didn't even have your units trained, bud. Is it me or this base not going down at all? Am I insane or is this the strongest fucking 197 million base on Earth? Jesus Christ, I'm gonna lose this whole group. This guy's got 3 freaking units. My God. What the? Yeah, no kidding. What in the... What, am I missing something? What the hell? My God, I'm gonna have to come back with another group and finish this guy off. What the hell is that? I don't know, I'm leaving. Damn. Point taken. That is the strongest... My God. Does somebody have an answer for that? What in the hell was that? Yeah, no kidding, Cindius. My God. What? Did his base just blow up? Am I? You guys saw that, right? Like, I'm not insane, am I? He just flew. I mean, it looked like it blew up, though. Probably left the city. My God, what was that? Yeah, I wish my base did that too. My God. Some don't train their planes to attack them. I mean, the planes don't. Even if he had plane, 197 million. I mean, I'm not being insulting by any means, but like, even if he trained his planes, what would he be at? Like 100, I mean, 220, 230 at most. That base had the freaking, you know, base health of Joker. What's up, Joe? How are you, brother? He lasted longer than I've lasted in the last 2 SVS. That makes 2 of us. My God, I don't know what that was. Well, sorry to every one of you guys that's in my group that died. I didn't realize I attacked fucking King Kong. He must have done... Yeah, no shit. He must have 300, level 300 walls that look like level 1 walls. I'm good, Joe. How are you, brother? It's good to hear from you, man. And a 9.2 high is enough to defend his base. Yeah, sure, he can defend his base all he wants, but that doesn't explain the fact that his base doesn't die with a full 15-unit army group. Yeah, Fluffy, that was something, wasn't it? That was insane. I'm glad I'm recording that. I'm making a video about that. It's the strongest player in Warpath right there. I'm going to make a video about that. The strongest base in fucking Warpath right there. That guy's done literally no tech other than base defense. Period. I appreciate you coming to hang out, Joe. Hope work's going all right for you, man. Find out his all-time power. He was hiding it. That's a good idea. Let's go see what that was. That was actually insane. I think his name. I think he got the barcode name. Let's just start from the bottom and see if we can find him quick. Hey, Barbecue, what's up with G? Does G Fox not play anymore? I think his base was like 100 and what did it show at least? 197 million, something like that. Unless he's like done something else, I guess. Okay, he must be an R3 or R2. I don't know what I'm on right now. Yeah, 3. Wait, where the fuck is he? Did he change his name? Did I miss him? All right, then he's got to be R2. All right, let's go slow as shit. This is insane. Oh, I just scrolled past his name. Okay. Oh, here he is. Let's see what his kills are. I can imagine he's got 100,000 level 15 kills with that base. All time is 197 million. What in the world? Yeah, no, of course, showing and what he actually is on all-time power could be completely different, absolutely. But I guess, evidently, it's the same. Oh, he went to, you were right, Cindy, isn't he? He went to Sao Paulo. He got the hell out of there. What in the world was the dude? 190 million. Oh my god. I don't know what to. Thank you, Cap, for sending me that. That was insane. Could be a trap base. Never trains is #1. Well, I mean, he had them all trained. He had 3 of the 5 trained there in the fight, right? You could see that, and it looked like he was trying to train the other 2 as I was attacking him. Half the power was probably in his walls and base tech. That was insane. We need to recruit that guy. Great sponge effect. Yeah, no kidding. You put that guy in the front line, and you'll never lose a village. He won't die ever. Artie's no problem. That's insane. Could go to Sao Paulo to find his base to see how many of his fortified walls are over 100. You know what? We're going to do exactly that. While we get our units and our group retrained, we're going to go to server 14 and we're going to take a look at that guy. That is the strongest player in Warpath right there. I don't care what the all-time power says. That is the strongest guy in Warpath right there. I'm going to find his ass. He's probably got all level 3 inner walls. Oh, great. I got to find him in all this territory. You shitting me? I'm going to start by, where's the combat command? He's probably planted somewhere over here if he's smart. Better resources, but maybe not. Why did I have to pick the one city that FT's got the most damn territory in? I'm just gonna run across the outside of it, see if I can see him. Then we'll scoot back through the inside of their land. Yeah, I don't care what anybody says. The strongest player in Warpath right there. Right, check all this down here. Alright, that's... Alright, let's figure out how we want to do this. This guy's a dev. Why would he go back to level 3 unless he's going to try to dodge a stream? I don't know what he's doing. I mean, it doesn't, like, bother me. I mean, he can do whatever he wants, but I'm impressed. Like, I'm not hating on the guy at all. I'm actually impressed. That is the strongest base in Warpath history. Why he isn't in the 14 Alliance, I have no idea. Barbecue, if you're still in the stream, it shows he's in Moscow now, though. Of course he fucking is. Of course he is. He's messing with me, because now he's not 197 million power. Did he buff up? Because if he did, I'm not going anywhere near his base ever again in my entire life. Alright, let's see if he pulled units to, like, kill his power. He did, didn't he? Yeah, he sure did. Pulled his units. Whoever it is watching the stream, he doesn't want me to find him. And that's good, because I don't want to find his ass either. He'd kill me again. He's hiding, avoiding the stream. Did he have the interview with the strongest 100 million player in the game? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm going to talk to him. In fact, hold on. I'm going to send him a message. I'm going to ask him what level his walls are at. Maybe he can send me the chords. There's some BS right there. Yeah, you're not kidding. Hey, that's insane. That is absolutely insane. Some people power down their units to make it a little bit more fair for other players. I don't think he's trying to make anything more fair for anybody. If I had to take a wild stab in the dark, I mean, we're in Legendary or Gold or Epic 1. Shoot, hold on. See if he messages me back. Oh, I'm never attacking him again in my life, ever. If I see that name again, I'm disbanding the group. I'm heading back to the house. Period. That is the strongest player in Warpath right there. No, literally, no bullshit. He's gonna change his name after. I don't. I'm making a video about that. I'm making a video about that. I don't know. I don't know what just happened. I have no idea what just happened. Walls, I don't have anything to do with more tech and officers. I mean, I do walls like during the wall builder event and like for battle honors like days, but I mean, my one of my walls is level 100 and that's the best I got currently. That I don't know what that was about, but that was the strongest human being in Warpath. I'm absolutely convinced about that. I need him to message me back. I really need him to message me back. Dude just grabbed himself huge street cred in Moscow. He'd be trolling the Moscow chat. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, here's the thing. If he wants to talk shit to me over that, I would allow that. And I would encourage that, honestly, because that was... I'm not even embarrassed. I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was. Like, what was that, guys? Like, what the actual shit just happened? Where's FT's safe zone? Where's FT even at? He's probably got to be in their safe zone. He can't. He left for a free port. I'm convinced of that. So he's in a safe zone somewhere. Oh shit. I can't. I don't know. Oh look, there's barbecue. I'm not stopping till I figure out who this guy is. This guy is fucking John Wick in disguise. Damn it. Like, I'm actually legitimately impressed by that. Making sure he doesn't have his truck ran up against the clouds or something. Is he messaging me back? He's not messaging me back. He probably won't. Tell me if I'm passing him and I'm just not seeing him. I'm gonna do like a sweeping motion. Wait, who's this? I don't know. I'm not gonna find this guy, I don't think. This guy is John Wick and Houdini in like one. Basically, Houdini and John Wick had a child together, and that is this person. Barbecue, if you're in the chat, oh, you have his cords? Send them to me. No. Oh. I just used my faith in the Lord of the Walls to bless me. Nothing special. It's a creative idea. I'll give him that. Thank you. Thank you, Cat T, for finding his bit. Where's he at? I would have never found him in there. He uses his faith in the Lord. I respect that answer. I really do respect that answer, but Jesus himself came down and blessed his base. My God, he's got everything in his fucking walls, doesn't he? Not these two, though. But these two he does. I just use my faith in the Lord of the walls to bless me. Nothing special. My God. Oh, thank you. Sorry, I didn't see your message, Ironbreaker. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to think. I really don't even know what to think. When he enters the city, he can spawn anywhere in Alliance territory. I don't know, but I'm sending his information to 24 leadership. We're going to recruit this guy. We're going to recruit this guy, and he's going to lead. He's going to spearhead the charge. He blessed me with the Crown of Survival. A misspelled statement. Lucky me. I don't know. Oh, my God. Oh, Joe, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate the donation, man. I really appreciate that, brother. I'm going to take that $20 and reinvest into resources in the game so I can get better walls like this guy. Called shock and awe. It's called something. That's exactly right. It's called something. You gave FT 1 Paramount Point Death Wish. Yeah, I did. I have at least one wall at 200. At least? Hold on, at least? My God. Move over here so you guys can see our conversation. Like, I don't... I don't know. Alright, I mean, while we're doing this, let's see what our army group looks like. We'll check back with this juggernaut here in a minute. What units is he running? He's got a Liberty Howitzer out there and nothing else. Oh, he's running Camp Bus. Okay, I get it. I mean, good for him. Seriously. I've got a group still active, right? Or did that disband? No, that's still active. Oh, damn, Ironbreaker. All right. All right, let's go kill something. And that guy is... If that guy shows up again, I'm leaving. I'm fucking running away. If the God of Walls blessed me enough, that would be nice, but not quite there yet. If he says no, then he has one wall at least level 200 and one wall at level 199, strictly so he doesn't have to say he has two walls at level 200. All right, fantastic. That was fun. Probably hoards resources waiting for the wall upgrade event to swing around. I guarantee it. It's the only thing I can think of. Level 100 walls, 5. Guy's insane. Sorry, I'm sending off a text and then we'll get back to killing shit, assuming that we don't run into King Kong again. And I'm not talking about the King Kong from Mass. Talking about the real King Kong. That guy right there, King Kong from Mass, ain't got shit on that guy right there. I don't care if he's 112 million power. Oh god. Oh god. Fair enough, I'm running away from but let's see about that. I have no idea. Like, alright. Alright. Let's recover. Let's recover, guys. We're back in business, no problem. I'm like honestly a little bit scared to Honestly, a little bit scared to leave the safe. Oh man, that's fantastic. What does King Kong from Mass do other than drop 3 Liberty Bombers on your base? No, that's pretty much the extent of it. Yeah, that's pretty much the extent of it. I mean, but hey, I mean, I guess it technically is it is a strategy game, and he's playing it his way. So, as annoying as it is to be on the receiving end of his bombers, I can appreciate what he does in his play style. I do get it. And I mean, I would be lying if I said if I didn't have his 3 Liberty Bombers that I wouldn't drop them on everybody's base too. Still waiting for that 1v1 with King Kong? Who? I need to get my 1v1 with Ken at some point. I've been asking Ken for wait, yeah, oh yeah, you're thinking of Ken. Anytime I'm in an event with HBR, literally since the very first Moscow, I always ask for a 1v1 with Ken. Determined to get my 1v1. I mean, he's limited to 7.2 star units though, to make it fair. Watching Death Wish, I don't know what you would expect other than watching Death Wish get ground pounded by 3 bombers. That's pretty much right. Five bombing runs for 3 bombers. 5 bombing runs? It wouldn't take him 5 runs to kill me. It'd take him I don't know, maybe 2. 2 if I'm lucky. If I'm like buffed up. But that's like being generous to myself. I don't even know if it'd take him 2. I don't think he's bombed me this event. He's bombed me once or twice, but not that much. His fighter could kill your base. 2 if you were very like, yeah, no, exactly, yeah. Again, I think 2 is only a thing if I'm like fully buffed up with like wall durability buffs and everything. Just fine. Oh man. Oh man, I'm still again, I'm so impressed by that base. I don't even know what to think. Like that was something. Wonder how much damage his 9.2 Liberty Bomber with Rictus Reaper is going to do on your base on the last strike. Well, regardless of how much I don't even, you know what? In fact, I don't even know if it would take all the bombing passes to actually kill me. It may only take like 2 or 3 and max from each bomber. Honestly, I'm so happy. Like, genuinely, I'm so happy that that happened on stream, though. Because if that didn't happen on stream and I tried to, like, tell that story to somebody, they would never believe me. We're going to maybe leave Quarto alone. I need there's no bunker groups currently open. Really? They're targeting your bombers, Cap. That's awesome. What's up, Con? Appreciate you coming to hang out. I'd laugh if Barcode dropped in again. If Barcode drops in again, I'm out. Period. Seriously, I'm not. See, this base is 101 million, and this is how I expected him to go down, and I was so wrong. That is a prime example right there, guys, of underestimating your opponent. Don't ever do it. And yeah. This guy is trying to do it in disguise. I'll give FT this. They've got some guys sitting here playing 200 IQ games. I'll give him that. You know what? I am going to attack this guy since he's got tanks in there. He doesn't have any ATGs or, like, monster artillery. What are his walls at? 502? Damn near. Goodness. He's got one at least to 100. No, he's got 2 at least. No, yeah, no, that makes sense. Right? Yeah, he's got 2 at least to 200. Well, wish me luck, guys. If you want to see how not to attack a base, keep watching the stream. Okay, I'm convinced. This guy's got at least 2 level 100 walls, too. And this base is going down. I mean, look at this. Look at this. This is how that other guy had... No, that other guy had some walls that are unreal. Period. Thank you for the fighter support, Geo, and What is it with FT? Somebody tell me what's going on here with FT, because I'm seeing a lot of bases with really high walls. FT should be the one. They should ask Mass and 14 to retreat from the front lines and just plant all their monster ass bases onto the. I should have brought my fighter so I could farm all these free kills. Oh, this is really unfortunate for me. If this is barcode, I'm fucking out. Alright, thank God. Man. They really didn't like me being there, did they? That's fun. You look at the math, it gets better to get one wall to 200 than 2 to 100. Yeah, absolutely. With tanks only, it shouldn't be too difficult to poof it, but barcode and RD and whatever else. Yeah, I don't know what. I mean, Nope. Nope. I don't know what that was, but I barked up the wrong tree. It's fun to see your reaction on a GG no plans train indeed. Oh, man. Yeah, oh god. Alright. What's on the agenda tonight? You know what? We're gonna keep killing things. Let's see what my battle reports like. That one was crap. Those are alright. Alright, so we're gonna, if I started, okay. Alright, so we're gonna go fly some fire. This is when GON is getting the party rocking over here generally. So we're gonna go fly some fighter cover for GON probably. I think we're gonna do that. So if you wanna make a push GON, just go ahead and head on out. I'll cover you with the old fighter game. Let's see what's cracking in Moscow. Oh, nothing relevant. Well, this guy has crab. Oh, Mystical Erection. He's got crab. That's fun. I know Mystical Erection. Like that guy. Oh, man. So what do you guys think? So let's talk. Most of you guys are obviously in the loop on what goes on in these Epic 1 conquests. What are your guys' thoughts on the current cycle, and what do you guys think is going to happen if G27 comes to this cycle, and what do you think if G27 doesn't come to this cycle? I want to hear both thoughts. Me too. After a clanmate told me I got caught on your stream, worst part, I was about to go to sleep, then I saw your group. You were fated to fall to my base. Yeah, whoever that was, give that guy R, or girl, whoever, whatever, R5 of FT. Staying up till 4 a.m., that's warrior status. Okay, let's see. If G27 comes, your boy is going to be going crazy. If they don't, we all sit in safe zone. We're going to smack 14 and 19 together in HBR. I'm HBR. Beautiful. All right, if HBR doesn't come to your event, will kind of look the same. If HBR and G27 comes, I see G27 dominating. My first Bobby Baker. LOL, this is my first time watching a live stream. Well, I appreciate you coming to hang out. We are glad you are here. Trying to like get this lined up just right so I don't trigger some of these other fighters. I'm gonna have to unless I go over here. What's this guy's base? Yeah, I can handle that. At least for a minute. Let's see. This guy's base is gonna be right here. That won't trigger those other two fighters, so I should be able to. I'm gonna get targeted by these two bases, but whatever. If they come, it's going to be way more fair and fun. Epic 1, and we'll avoid having 30 bill alliances in Epic 1. Maybe open Epic 2, cycle again. If they don't, they're just going to look scared and lose some players. Yeah. That's going to be bad for them if they don't come, to be honest, in my opinion. I could be entirely wrong. Wouldn't be the first time. Won't be the last, I'm sure. But, yeah, I agree. That would look bad for them. Very, very bad. Not really sure I'm actually getting any kills right now. May want to reevaluate that. 27 going to get roasted if they're get the roasting of their lives if they don't skip. I wonder who will join in that event. Let's see. I wonder who will join in that event. 14 FT Mass G27 24. Okay, that's a good question. That's a good question. So, yes, you've got 14 for sure. You've got Mass for sure. You've got HBR for sure. You've got 27 for sure. You've got 24 for sure. Unless P2G breaks up and like splits into like 2 or 3 really small alliances, they'll be in it because of their power. Same with VII, those two will be in it unavoidably. And then FT, because FT's like 55 billion. I mean, just if you're going off raw power, then you've got those 3. If you go off activity and kills and all of those things, like kills as in like modern kills exclusively, not all-time kills, things like that, then you probably would get like a GAON again, and that would push out like a P2G or a VII or an FT potentially. FT's the most likely to stay in though, because they've got a lot of the old TO1 and UN players that aren't active anymore, but once upon a time were pretty active. And they've got, in all respects, FT does have, they catch a lot of shit, but they do have some good fighters in their alliance. Real question is, who are 14 and 19 allies? I mean, outside of FT, I don't really know. I mean, they've got Mass has got P2G. So I don't know. I don't know. Outside of P2G, FT, I don't know who is super friendly with them, to be honest. I don't know. And it's not like a dickhead like statement. I just really don't know who they're friends with. If 27 skips, I could see mass skipping to ally top in the other round 3 and try to get them into finals. Ooh, that's an interesting one. That's a very, very interesting one, actually. I have not heard anybody with that opinion yet. They once upon a time were allies, but I think the question becomes in that scenario, right, is top even willing to entertain that idea because of what has happened between them in the past? And I know HBR and Top don't have the best relationship. So if that was the case, it begs the question, would Top be willing to flip to Mass to go against 12, 24, 27? Could be. Don't know. Don't know what the relationship is like. But that is that is a very interesting perspective. So I'll give you that one. S21 will join their cycle with 60 billion alliance, but this won't give them enough fun. No, it won't give them enough fun, especially not with HBR leaving. HBR 60, I don't know, 65, 66, 67 billion, sorry, somewhere in that range. And has brought in a lot of really good recruits. So I don't know. I don't know anything about 21. I mean, I do know about them, but like I don't know what their like activity levels are. If they're stocked with mainly fighters, stocked with mainly farmers. I don't know. FT is the new UN. Yeah. Facts. Yeah, 21 did skip. Confirmed skip. 21 is going to that second cycle that's getting ready to begin signups here soon. As well as, I believe, don't quote me on this, but I believe FWZ, who is server 36, I think, also skipped. Let's see, with G27 winning basically all level 4s, they've entered, it's allowed them to grow significantly, but looking through G27 ranks, I don't see many mega whales, 500 mil and above. Well, they've got more whales than any alliance in the game currently. That's kind of what makes them so effective, to be honest with you. HBR has bad blood at the top, yes. I don't know if they've still got it, but I do know that they did at one point in time, for sure. Yes, FWZ2. Okay, so I was on the right page there. 22 has new whale. 22 also lost a few whales to HBR last week. So it's like at what expense, right? So, and I don't have anything against Top at all. Like I've played one event with them, and they fought very hard. So I have nothing bad to say about Top at all. But I do know they lost at least 2 confirmed like bigger whales to HBR this past week. 21 and 22 will both be 60 bill. Yep. Starcrest looks to have bought Scan and 004 from G27. Who is 004? I heard, I don't know if it's true, but I heard the Scan thing was kind of a joke. I've heard the rumor, but I'll be honest, I'm one of those, I just look at it like until like Starcrest tells me like personally, or Scan tells me personally that they've quit, I don't necessarily believe rumors, but anything's possible. All right, so let's see, G27's down 2 members. It doesn't really say much. And then he bought 004. Who is 004? I believe evidently somebody that's no longer in the alliance, if he bought him. Did he move that account? Do you know? Tony? Let's see. Yeah, 22 has lost 2 good whales to both 12 and 24. I know we're slated to pick up, so before, like between last event and this event, we jumped a little more than 6 billion power. We had a freaking amazing recruiting run there. And I know after this event, basically who's on the books to come, I think it's predicted to get, I think we're supposed, I mean, obviously anything could change between now and then, but I think we're supposed to get another 3 to 4 billion in recruits alone, in like cross-server recruits. So we'll see. Maybe more, we'll see. A lot of it depends on some other factors. Okay, all right, so I can't find whoever that is. So let's go to 22. This is where Top's at. Starcrest can buy everyone's account, though? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Starcrest can do whatever he wants, whenever he wants. Okay, so they're 255. I heard most of this is like same server power, though. Like they re-merged some people. Let's see what's cracking in here. So this is Scan's account. No, I'm wrong. Okay, so that's Starcrest. So this is Starcrest 1. There's Starcrest 2, which I believe is Scan. And there's Starcrest 3. He either bought all 3 of them and man has literally unlimited funds, or it's a joke. Either way, I really like Starcrest. Very, very nice guy. Okay, so then, okay, all right. So, no, this is interesting. This is interesting. So who was, because I don't really pay any attention to what goes on inside of G27, who was 004? Who was that player? It was Kinjitsu. Okay, I'm not familiar with that player. 3 is, oh, you said 3 is Kinjitsu. Jaeger's up for sale too, so Starcrest could buy that as well. So I've heard rumors from, so I know Jaeger, and I don't believe, like, yes, there was a while back, he did put his account up for sale, but I believe I could be wrong, I'm not speaking for him, but I believe that has since not been the case. He has decided to continue to play. Again, you'd have to talk to him personally to find that out, but yeah, I don't know. Okay, so hold on. You said 4 is Kinjitsu, Tony, and now you're saying 3 is Kinjitsu. So if 3 is Kinjitsu, who is 4? Who was 4? Let's see what 21 looks like. $62.3. Okay. All right. So I have no money. Is still there R5. Let's see what his all-time power is. 682. Okay. I'm not sure. I'm not super sure what members are OG to 21 or if any. Okay. So this player went, I don't remember what server this player started in, but I know this player was in server 12 for a period of time and then got pissed because they worked with 14 and then went to 27 and then evidently got pissed again, I don't know, and went to 21. Interesting. So this player was in G27 for sure, evidently not there anymore. I'm not familiar with many people within 21, so I don't know who's recruits or not. So G27 has lost a couple of big-ass whales, huh? Interesting. Smell blood in the water, right? All these servers and alliances smell blood in the water, and they are on the hunt. Wonder, what's up, brother? How are you, man? Spirit is a world traveler. I've never even talked to the player, but yeah. I mean, I can't say much. I've transferred twice, but Spirit. Oh, Spirit was in 14. Oh, interesting. Did not realize that. Interesting. Okay. All right, so 14, 12, 27, now 21. Love you too, Wonder. Kratos, what's going on? Where's Pang Pang? Pang Pang was in 27, I thought. Did he leave 27? Let's look. Maybe. Wait. Ooh. That could be interesting. Okay, hold on. Huh. I was meaning 004, maybe Pang Pang. Huh. Okay, so hold on. Okay, so Tony says 004 was Kinjitsu. Pang Pang is in 20. I knew Pang Pang was in 27. Am I missing him? I can't see him on the list here. I don't see him. He's not an R4, is he? I didn't see him there either. Is he R0? Nobody's R0. A couple R1s. So... Okay, so what number was Pang Pang? So Kinjitsu left, according to what you're saying, Tony. Spirit left. We can't find Pang Pang. Jaeger, I'm not sure. Is Jaeger still in here? Jaeger's still in here, right? Or Jaeger, yeah, Jaeger's in there. I don't know. Pang Pang was number 10? Okay, let's see if we can find number 10. Shouldn't be that far down unless he's like untrained troops for a reason. Let's scroll down a bit, see if we can find a number 10. There's no number 10 here in R3. Is the R4 under a different name? Nope. R2? I can't find Pang Pang. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, G27 losing a couple whales is no biggie. I mean, they're still a monster alliance with a bunch of monster whales. So, and I still think it would be awesome for them to come to this cycle. It would be fun for sure. But I can't find Pang Pang. Anybody? Where's Jaeger? Jaeger's in 27. Pang Pang was number 10. I don't see a 10 in there. Cleared Hot left 14 and went to 27. Wow, yeah, Cleared Hot and another player left 14. So 14's been losing some stronger players too. 12 has been gaining some whales. 24 has been gaining some whales. It would appear 22 has been gaining some whales. And 21 has been gaining some whales. Pang is a friend. He is in 27 and he's actually his R4 right now as a VN rep. You're saying he's an R4 in G27, or did he go to a different alliance in 27? Good thing that things are being spread. He is still G27, but maybe doing something in 27. Yeah, I mean, that's entirely fair. I don't know. Keeping up with the movement of these players is damn near impossible. Deathwish, I'll find a way to make you hit my base again soon. Well, I remember your name, Kenny. Is that your name now? Because if that's you, I'm not coming anywhere near you. Period. Thanks. Oh, I got the battle report. Here's a souvenir. Oh my god. My god. Kenny, are you the best 190 mil player? Yeah, he is. 1,200, almost 1,300 kills. I did 63% damage. 522 million. Strongest fucking player in Warpath right there. Lasted almost damn near 2 minutes. Hold on. Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? A tier 1 medium tank. A tier 15 ATG. That explains some of that. Tier 15 already, and then a tier 13 ATG. I guess that explains it. I guess that would make more sense, but still. Trap base? Yes, literally. $250 mil walls at only 36. Let's try to do the number on that. Hold on, I'm intrigued. All right, so let's see what this is. How much? Oh, hold on. What was that? 63. Wait, hold on. So that's what, 46 and a half. So 522 plus 368, 522 plus 368. So he has roughly between 890 and 900 million base HP at 100%. Look at those already kills. Oh, it's insane. It's insane. 510, 612. My God. So clearly the ATG. Somebody, I don't remember what. It may have been in the comment of my video today, like on my setup video. Somebody said that they have, like, I don't know if they like tested or what, but they said that the 8.2 ATG on base defense did considerably more than the 9.2 star Liberty artillery. So that's intriguing. No. Not 750. No. I do walls and research together. I don't skip on any. No, not 750. No, he has like 890 to 900 million base HP, not 780 or not 750. "24 been feeding me well." Yeah, no shit. With that setup, I can imagine we have been. Wow. Crazy how effective the ATG was. Should have been overpinning those helis. Man, Margos really wants you. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up with chat. Okay. Tell me what's going on at server 25. Or, not 25, jeez. Server 45, sorry. Do walls of research. It's basically 100% of my base health. That's over 100% of my base health, Cindius. Wonder, brother, I appreciate the super chat, man. You are the man. Thank you so much, brother. Does anyone think light tanks will be meta again? Oof. It's a great question. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I'm going to default to the chat on that one. I've got my opinion, but I want you guys to give yours first, and then I'll throw mine out there. I got like 12 1K plus reports from those ATG, from this AG searching small bases. That is awesome. Honestly, that is awesome. Good for you. I'm over 800 mil, by the way. Yeah. Interesting. Good for you, honestly, Kenny. That's pretty impressive. You played that well. I did not ever expect that from you, honestly. That was, I saw that base and I thought free food, and I was dead wrong. Okay, all right, Kenny. Out of curiosity, when you are attacked by like big army groups, right? Like obviously, even at that base durability, you're probably not going to last long against some like multiple army groups, things like that. But like, what would you say your average number of kills are per report against like big groups? Does it obviously goes considerably down? Like, nobody's going to feed you 1,200 kills like I did. That was it was a DW special right there. So you're welcome. But what is your average kill report? I'm just curious. I mean, I think Don says more or less. Ironbreaker says, I think the lights are the new meta right now with all the heli on the field at the moment. Not as much as heli meta, but we see more and more in the field. Interesting. So I talked about this like briefly in my video. So here's my take, right? Like there's definitely a lot more helis on the field. Like, I'm sorry, not helis, light tanks on the field as of now. People I think are finally realizing like, oh shit, like I gotta do something to combat these helis, but it's kind of like one of those vicious cycles, right? So like everybody's running, or most people are running a heli now, right? If the meta shifts to the light tank, then people are gonna start making MBTs. When MBTs get brought back, then the heli retakes dominance. So it's like, it's a vicious cycle. Now obviously you have to have a healthy balance of both, but that's why I'm so adamant about the unit swap event not being a thing, like, you know, just in general for everybody. Because then you have no real diversity. When you have an environment like this where people have to like pick and choose what to make, then you have a lot more diversity and strategy behind it. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, I'm definitely seeing way more light tanks too. I've seen 14 running light tank groups. I've seen 19 running light tank groups. We've had some light tank groups out there. So they're definitely becoming a lot more like prevalent for sure. Did my fighter plane die? Is it? Tell me something about the S45. LOL. I need to go back and help my colleagues. Man, I'm gonna be real honest. I don't know anything about Server 45. I'm sorry. Yes and no, Aaron. So the unit swap event it's what it's referring to is it's a trade-off. It's not a straight unit swap event. So if you're competing in one of those like restricted, if you will, battlegrounds where you're capped on unit star level and or level, unit level, then you can exchange a unit for a unit you've previously made. You can't exchange it for just any unit. So like there's a little bit of like gray area there. So you can't exchange it for any unit, but you can exchange it for a unit from a camp that you've made in the past that you no longer have. But to do it, you have to give up the equivalent in prototype pieces. So you can exchange for a 7-star, 7.1, or 7.2 star unit. So for example, if you wanted to do a swap for a 7-star unit, you'd have to give up 4 prototype pieces from that camp to do the swap. If you wanted a 7.1, you'd have to give up 12 prototype pieces from that camp to do the swap. If you wanted a 7.2 star, you'd have to give up 36 prototype pieces from that camp to do the swap. So it's really only beneficial for players in those lower battlegrounds. All right, Kratos, sounds good, man. We'll let you know if we catch any information out about server 20 or server 45. Infantry is invincible right now, though I am surprised that I'm not seeing more of them. So that's interesting too. That's really interesting too. So, I was actually having this conversation with, oh shit, forgot who it was, the other night. Wait, no, it was Willie actually the other day when we did the interview. It was Willie actually. The thing with infantry is I think infantry's what's the right word? I think infantry's good. It's obviously very niche, but the thing with infantry is it's very good for like its intended role, like tanking bases, like kind of going into battle and getting the attention of the tank groups out there, then for your friendly tank group to come in and finish them off while they're focused on the infantry. But the issue with running a setup like that is you're not going to get kills, right? Generally speaking, he'll get some, not many. So you're basically giving up your units for the good of the alliance, which is great if you're a team player, right? But then to be in one of these top alliances and to be able to hold your spot, you have to get your 25k kills, which means if you spend your time running infantry, you're giving up kills, not getting kills. So it's a trade-off. It's like, do you want to do that? Would it help the alliance? Sure, but is it going to hurt you in the long term as an individual within your alliance? Probably. I don't know. I mean, I've seen, so we've got, let me show you. We've got a few guys that run infantry in 24. I know like 14 has got like a full 15 unit army group of infantry, but like Payne Sama here, Payne Sama is a beast, and he runs infantry, and he's got like 9.2 star infantry, completed tech, everything, and he does it really well. Like he's actually mastered playing infantry. Like he runs it in the field, he does it really, really well. But I haven't seen too many run it as effectively as him, at least not as of yet. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right, Ironbreaker. Can't do really a whole lot on its own. David, you tend to lose a lot of reserves with infantry. Yeah, absolutely. Facts, they don't kill enough, just like the old super heavies. Yeah, we got a lot. Yeah, I mean they're good, man. If you can run them, they're super effective. I know like Mad or like Mad 11 from Mass runs a couple infantry and will run around and like tank bases with it, and it's super, super devastating. So like they're good, you just don't get any kills from it. That's the problem. I think that's what keeps players from doing it. Infantry needs time when battling to get kills, while every other unit can get kills from it. Yeah, exactly. And then I mean, again, if you rolled out there and you run into some rocket launchers or some artillery, I mean you're gone. This guy wants 9.2 helium. We'll give him just that. Oh man, I don't know. Infantry is a interesting one. I don't know. I feel like I need to do something. Oh yeah, officer missions. Forgot about those. Well, my base, 2 tanks, ATG are not enough. How many, if it's just tanks, 1K in the bag already? Well, okay, what do you get it, like, just on average, like, not even factoring in, like, just tanks or tanks and already whatever, like, if you had to take a collective average number on what you get on base defense, Kenny, what would you say it is? Like, in terms of kills. As for arty groups, I get the time to get at least 200 to 300 before I die, or 300 to 400. But so you're averaging on the low end, if I'm understanding you correctly. You're averaging 300 to 400 per attack. Is that am I hearing you right? Yeah, that's a fact, Tony. I sure as shit did. I absolutely underestimated his base. And I have absolutely nobody but myself to blame for that one.
The enemy is strong, but I am no... Snipers, get to high ground. Wait for my signal.
Which is why I only keep 3 units in base. Either I tie or make more kills than losses. That's really smart, actually. So I never get a bad report. Interesting. Exactly. As long as they underestimate, my chances they hit with arty group is low. Do you like the new S7 recruits and 24 death? Yeah, absolutely, man. They're doing really well. They're doing really well. They're very active. Super, super nice, too. They think 2 to 3 9.2s is enough. Nope. Yeah. No, absolutely. Absolutely. You're absolutely spot on with that. I made a grave mistake underestimating your base, and I paid the price, and I'm glad I did. I really am, because that was a wake-up call. Honestly, you just flat beat my ass. Let's see here. I think that definitely tells me I need to start investing in base defense tech. I don't know. It's so hard. I need to do tank tech too. It's like what do you do, you know? You need it all, but you can't do it all unless your name's Starcrest, Lead Farmer, Joker, Top. I have no money, which is such a odd name for somebody that has so much money. Now see what's popping. GAON should be getting going here soon. Yeah, that's a good question, Tony. Who are you running on those ATG and that arty? Eagle and Vox. I've got Eagle. I've got Argent and Vox on my ATG. And again, his obviously it'll be more helpful when he's awakened, but I'm only missing this skill, and I'm not too terribly far off. Need about 56 more statues. You could get away with just maxing walls, and it would be more than sufficient for base defense. But walls are so expensive. I mean, base defense tech is too, right? None of it at this point is cheap. I made a dent in my arty yesterday, though, got that done. I'm going to knock this out on the next research day. I'm just going to keep piling it on, but then I'm going to do tank, and then I might look at doing some base defense. I don't know. I mean, I do know. I have a good idea on what I'm actually going to do. However, it's one of those things, it's like you want it all, right? You want it all, but you can't have it all. Do you think ATG can overpenetrate? It seems like big ATG don't. No, I don't think there's really an issue with the ATG overpinning. Yeah, I mean, no, that's true. That's true, OMG. Also adding 2 more officer skills. Interesting. Oh man, let's see what is there anything spicy for what's going on Moscow chat. Let's see if any drama started for the night. Always gets interesting watching Moscow pop off. Use your groups. Try to do something that after 3 days will have no land to stand on. Fantastic. The insults start flying. We sit instead of stopping. Is that a problem? Put them together forces for 2 days and did not attack them. Being condescending does nothing for us. 14 is shit. Oh, that's kind of funny. Welcome, such language. Don't be haram. Even Lilith blocked your foul words. Oh man, this is good. Lilith forbids the word hello and does not prevent insults. Huh. Interesting. I think more firepower gives stronger officers as well. Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm not really seeing it either. I don't believe ATG over penetration should be considered much. I just look on how I match my officers to add more damage and nullify the effect. What officers do you run on your ATG? No, David, that is actually that's a myth. That's a myth. The placing of your barracks actually has no bearing on base defense, actually. And I'll show you why. So the ATG, oh, wrong thing. So the ATG, right? Once you get to 30, you get all units, garrisoned units, get an extra grid of range. Once you get to 31, everything gets an extra 2 grids, and once you get to 32, everything gets an extra 3 grids. So, but the max of any unit that's able to fire is up to 5 grids. It caps at 5 grids. So, for example, if you stack, what's her name? Lady Liberty and Antonina, even though they both give an extra grid, you're not going to be able to shoot out 6 grids. You're still only going to be able to shoot out 5 grids. Tanks, for example, right? Shoot out, shoot out 2 grids, right? So when your AA gun is level 32, it adds 3 grids to that, which gets you to the full 5 grid range, right? Already shoots out 4 grids, put Antonina on it, you're going to get the 5 grids, and it caps it at 5 regardless. So it's not going to shoot out 10 grids or 8 grids, right? It's going to cap it at 5. But everything garrisoned when your AA gun is level 32, everything covers 5 grids. So placement doesn't matter. Best HEG is 9.2 hands down. Overpin shouldn't be on the table if you do your officer setup right. I've seen my ATG go from 8 to 9.1, and I'm sure if ATG sucks, it's your officers 100% supposed to be on it. What officer do you use, Kenny? I can't tell all his tricks. Unfortunately, I play the game by trying my stuff myself and finding out. Got to get out of the box and see the good stuff. It's fair. There's a couple. So Antonina is obviously a monster on the ATG. Most runner on Artie. On me personally, I need to do some ATG testing. We're gonna bust Kenny's code. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna take care of that for you guys. So don't worry. We're gonna get that done. Kenny's inspired us here tonight. So Kenny, we thank you. All I'm gonna say, common sense I see. Common mistake, jeez. All I'm gonna say, common mistake I see, people overthinking about overpin. Putting Death Adder on ATG is signing its life's end. Interesting, as you can see, I do not have Death Adder on there. I do like the idea of Golden Eagle on the ATG, though. I do like that idea. I don't hate it at all. Which I would be more inclined to do that if I had like a Professor Payne awakened. Argent, yep. See, I've got Argent on there too. I've got Argent and Vox. Oh, yeah, no, there's definitely better options than Vox for sure. The only reason I have Vox on there is because I want that base. I really don't have another spot for her because I can't separate Thorn and Steel, right? So, and Vox doesn't make any sense on an Artie. And I really don't want to. I could put, theoretically, I could just, if I'm going offline or doing a base defense situation, I could move Valkyrie to the lead spot on the heli, move Vox into the secondary, move Golden Eagle to the secondary with Argent. Yeah, Vox is definitely not for artillery for sure. Help GAON, bro. Okay. Let me take a look at what's popping with GAON. What exactly is going on? What are they doing? I saw that one group running around. Oh shit, okay. Welcome to the party. Let's get this going. Argent and War Machine. War Machine would be good too. I think, yeah, I mean, you could. I mean, maybe a good useful skill would be his special skill, his load time reduction, maybe. Eagle, Vox, Steel, and Thorn are all for base defense, so when you have high base health like Danny, you want them all included on your team. Yeah, I mean, but you don't want to, you want your units to be able to do the maximum effectiveness, right? Because if you can, for example, if Kenny was sitting there and had a shitload of base health like he does, but his units weren't doing any damage to me, then he wouldn't be able to farm all those kills, and I would ultimately obviously be able to kill him. Because his units were juiced up and because he had whatever officers he had on there that could do that amount of damage, like, you want the units to have the correct officers to deal the damage, not just for base defense. That's my opinion. I mean, here's my skills. So I don't have enough skills yet. Let me rephrase that. I don't assign them enough. I underutilize the officer skill system currently. I need to get better at that. But so here's what I've got on my heli pairings, right? And I'm just kind of messing with this one right now. I'm still gonna test some different options, but right now I'm trying. You're on camera whenever this officer's troop attacks an enemy ground force troop. Has a 30% chance to inflict fatigue on the target for 4 seconds, reducing the target's firepower by 30%. Can be triggered once every 4 seconds. Increases the skill damage of all officers in this troop by 23%. And then for Valk, I've got increases the damage of this officer troop by 20. And then increases the HP of this officer's tank and heli by 30%. And then on my Artie, which is the other big one, I've got the load time reduction, 10 seconds, or 10%, sorry. Increases firepower of this officer artillery by 40. And then I've got increases the damage by 15, and then this is a balance, which is HP and firepower. So this is nice, just like you say, it's just faster reload. You want to pack it up more, and there's ways for that. Hyperon from G27, is everything okay? Yeah, I mean, as far as I know, everything's fine. Are you fine? Oh, shit.
It's a violent life. You can live to 100, you could die tonight. That's why we getting high tonight, yeah. That's why I let my man drive tonight, yeah. It's a violent life. You can live to 100, you could die tonight. That's why we getting high tonight, yeah. That's why I let my man drive tonight, yeah.
So I can figure out the problem since I just play with Arties since I started the game. Well, the obvious good officer for ATG are good Artie officers. ATG is an Artie. Yeah, theoretically, yeah, I could probably agree with that. Mostly. But with the penetration... In my base, I have my launcher barracks right in the middle of it, and it hits the attacking units hard. Hit the 4 barracks in the corner. I'll be honest with you, man. I think that's kind of a placebo effect thing. I don't think there's really any difference to where your barracks are at. To be perfectly honest, they cover the same amount of range. I have an officer on my main ATG. I would never put on my Artie. Death Wish, show me your fighter plane quick. And it does miracle so much that when I tell my classmate, they still don't believe me. Huh. Well, you're gonna have to spill the beans, bro. Pang is still in 27. Kaboo was acquired by Star at 22. Interesting. They put Saber instead, but they still underperform. Interesting. Because Miracle's so... fighter plane. Got it. Yeah, sorry. Fighter plane. Oh, this is my big boy right here. Maxed out on the Moddies. These are my parts. These are my protos. 98, 48, 48, 98. Let me guess. Oh, good. Mass came over. 14 came over. Gotta bring them all, huh? Ha. Worst officer for ATG. Oh, man. Let's see. Let's see, guys. Let's figure out what he might be on to. There's some that are just like, I would think, almost obvious ones, right? Like, you're not going to go put Spanner on an ATG. You're not going to put Angel on an ATG. Eagle could be one. White Wolf, no. Winter Huntsman, no. Adder, no. Adder's not even in the lineup, so I need to take that off. Saber could be an option, but I don't know, Tony. You've got not Tony. Sorry, Kenny. You've got my interest peaked, to say the least. You're saying it's an officer that would be surprising, so I'm trying to like think out of the box here on what would be surprising. Like Antonina wouldn't be surprising to me. To clarify, the Death Wish on this level 4, all my battle reports are between 800 and 105k kills. That's absolutely absurd. I mean, you would not, even if it did make sense, you would not take off Thorn and Steel off the Super Heavy because that shield is dependent upon the HP, and so you want it on a tank of some form. Because they rush me to tanks mostly, and maybe 2 to 3, 9.2 already. Bloody Mary's a no. Death Adder's a no. Guardian of Truth would have to be a no. Increases the firepower of this officer of artillery. If this officer okay, doesn't matter. The range damage to an enemy 1500 when level 5. The damage increases the blast damage of this officer's artillery, but when this officer's troop kills an enemy unit, I mean, I don't know. Could it be Berserker Bear? I'm trying to think out of the box here. Tiger Marauder. This is field recovery, irrelevant. Protection, irrelevant for base defense. Increases firepower of the troop. Calls in 4 salvo miss stone damage to an enemy. 400, that's 1600. I mean, maybe Tiger Marauder, because when awakened, it calls salvo of 4 missiles, dealing damage to an enemy coefficient. Damage, 400 damage. Our damage coefficient is 400 per missile, so that's 1600 when awakened. Maybe. I don't know. What do you guys think? Throw out some ideas. What are you guys thinking here? They could be out of the box. But if they would to know me and bring a full arty group, 35. Oh, I think nobody's making that mistake again, Kenny. So you don't have to worry about that. At least is what I get. I run 3 units, so my reports show that those 300 kills, 500 kill losses, only on 2 effective units. Argent, Liberty, Antonina, Eagle, probably top 4 for. Again, Antonina makes sense on the ATG. I could definitely see that. I wouldn't be surprised by that. Eagle makes sense, especially for the ATG. Wouldn't be surprised. Argent, same thing. Lady Liberty, of course, is a beast. When I'm trying to think, all right, Kenny, if we guess it right, will you tell us? Eagle is Eagle, not in my opinion. Okay, I think it could be. That's my opinion. I haven't done testing, but these are 2 protection skills which do you no good on base defense. So it's not that you have a 20% firepower damage buff of 40. It could. I don't know. The spear might be in the fold. It's at a rally cry, increasing the damage of their troop by 50% for 4 seconds and increases the firepower of all friendly ground force troops within 2 map grids by 7%, 4 seconds of serving as its captain. This skill also reduces the prep time of their officer's troop by 1.5 seconds. Ooh. Man, that, I don't know if that's the one. Is it tip of spear? Is that the is tip of spear the like surprising one that, or like the one that people don't expect, Kenny? Yeah, no, tip in terms of like skill prep time, yeah, you're right, because they both are dependent upon being the lead officer. But I'm just thinking in terms of strictly damage output. That 40% damage increase is kind of filthy, actually. It's at a rallying cry, increases the damage of all their troops by 25% for 4 seconds, increases the firepower on all. I mean, yeah, I mean, you're talking 45% damage. So I'm onto something. Interesting, guys. Interesting. For all of you guys that are in the stream right now, congratulations. You can thank Kenny. Thank you very much, Kenny. Maybe we show Kenny some love in the chat for dropping a line here, because we might be onto something with the ATG here. Might be sitting on a gold mine information. Now I'm intrigued. Now I'm intrigued because you now, because you're not going. Oh. Here's the thing: if you do it, if you use tip of spear, right? Tip of spear is largely irrelevant on everything, except for infantry, and then potentially the. I'm trying to think. So if you throw them on Argent, right? Argent's got to be the leader because it's going to cancel out the reduction in prep time, which is fine. You're still going to get the prep time either way you spin it, whether Tip is in the lead spot or not. So put Argent in the lead spot for the damage coefficient. Put Tip of Spear in the secondary spot for the damage output. Increases the damage of their troop by 45% for 4 seconds. The map grid, obviously, when you're garrisoned, is irrelevant. But the damage. The next steps are training skills to make it more nasty. Yeah, you got Tip. Okay, you got Tip as the leader. Interesting. Do you have Argent awakened, or do you not? Because Argent's prep time reduction for being the leader is dependent upon him being awakened. But I could see why you'd put him as the leader, because you're going to fire all are awakened. Interesting. So I can see why you'd put him as the leader, because you're also going to hit that damage skill first. You're going to get the damage slightly before Argent kicks it. Interesting. You piqued my interest, to say the very, very least. Okay. Let me think about this. The question becomes now. Okay, so the question becomes now. You said you have them all awakened, but for like other people like myself that don't, is it worth the time to awaken him? Because if he's not, then obviously him being the leader is irrelevant, because you're not going to be able to utilize his skill prep reduction time until he's awakened, but you can still utilize it from Argent Flame. But you have to wonder, are the two protection skills worth it being on the ATG? Because he's not great on a whole lot of other units other than infantry. If ATG and Arty fire officer at the same time, it overkills on one unit. All awakened, it's to delay. We got Tip leader, it's to delay. If ATG and Arty fire officer at the same time, it kills on one unit. Holy shit. Increases the damage of their troop by 50%. My interest is piqued. So now that would mean, essentially, or theoretically, that would mean that my setup, I've actually wasted my time. I mean, not entirely, of course, but like, theoretically, you would have to have Lady Liberty awaken and a second Ari to really be able to do really effective damage, because you need a second Artie. I'm intrigued. Interesting. Huh. Get 2 Artie, 1 ATG. Yeah, I need to get my second Artie back. I had a Liberty Artie. I had 2 Liberty Arties, sorry. 2 Liberty Arties. I had to scrap it for prototype pieces. Unfortunately, but... Wow. If ATG and Artie are 10-5 each of damage together, and they take 4 to die, then you use 10 on a 4. But if I can get, if I can kill it one shot, the next unit can instead shoot the next red out. Interesting. You're dropping some absolute gems of information here. So we do thank you, Kenny. I personally thank you. This is good stuff. You're making me think. Making me think outside the box a little bit. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. That definitely could change my my plans for my officers, to say the very least. Serving as troop captain, this skill also increases the skill. Wait. Okay, so serving as the captain increases the skill damage of this officer of his aide. However, you could throw a tip of spear on as the leader. You would cancel out that 25% skill damage of the aide by 25%, and you could throw on this skill, increase the skill damage of all officers in this officer troop by 30%. So you're actually canceling out, by him not being the leader, canceling out the 25% and making it 30. Only problem with Tip and Argent is you lose Argent 25% buff on the other officer skill. Yes, you do, but like I'm saying, you could theoretically cancel that out if you put on Professor Payne's 4th skill, because you increase the skill damage of both officers and not just the aide officer. Interesting. Tony, Vox is useful for ATG, but not to be on it. Next clue. Okay. All right. So let's figure it out. So that means, if that's the case, we're working with the 3 passive skills, right? Okay, so found another clue. Okay, so I'm on the right track. So you'd have Argent in the secondary, Tip in the leader, so you get the skill damage. Okay, I'm following you, Kenny. I'm following you. Okay, so you're gonna reduce with with Tip of Spear as leader. You're going to reduce the prep time of this officer, their officer skills by 1.5 seconds. All right. Argent as a secondary, so put Professor Payne's skill buff on there to replace the loss of skill buff that you're losing from Argent not being the leader. Okay. And then you could theoretically, because no special skills have been used yet, you could theoretically come down here. When this officer's troop kills an enemy unit, it has a 10% chance to shorten the skill prep time by 1 second. This skill can be triggered odds of 30%, so you could theoretically throw this on tip of spear for an additional reduction skill prep time. Okay. Okay. Tip plus high skill damage officer using boxes 32% damage increase while garrisoned would... Okay, but here's the thing. You don't really necessarily need to use... yeah, you could. You're right. You could. But remember that if you're running Argent with it, right, you're already going to get 35% damage buff from Argent when garrisoned. So you could, but does it make sense? You're obviously probably not going to be too concerned with this passive skill here. So you could do the 32% damage while garrisoned, or you could do, if you did this special skill, you couldn't do Berserker Bear's skill prep shortening time skill, because they're both special. But this is reduces target firepower by 30%, so that doesn't make much sense when garrisoned. Damage while garrisoned doesn't hurt since there isn't a cap for it. That's true. But now I'm thinking, like, does this make sense? Do you want to try to, obviously it's based on odds, but do you want to reduce the prep time even more with this skill? You know, see, this is why one of those things, like when people, like I'm actually on the test server right now, and so I've got some testing videos I'm working on as we speak, but this is why, like, when people ask me to test like skill combinations, it's damn near impossible. I was talking with Warrior, who is in R4 and 24. We were talking a little bit earlier today, and he told me there's something like 550-ish different officer combinations per officer skill combination, sorry. So it's like, there's no way to feasibly test that, really. So, like, testing the best baseline officers is my approach. So I'm going to test the best baseline officers for you guys, and then from there, then we can kind of plug and match skills accordingly. But finding out the best baseline officers, in my opinion, is the smart thing to do. We all know Dr. Payne's 30% skill damage for both officer passive. It's really nuts. Yeah, it is. That's why I'm like, fuck, I gotta put the money in it to get this thing. I gotta get it all the way up. I'm 16 damn statues away. Huh.
Does anyone have a vertical fortress?
Yeah, no, yeah. Man. Huh. Yeah. I'm intrigued. I'm very, very intrigued, to say the least. This is interesting stuff here. Sent you a new battle report, Deathwish. Okay. Well, I'll be damned. My question is how did you get a report against MASH? Because that was from today, 65. How'd you get a report against MASH? Seeing about our check damage for ATG. Unit damage dealt of 408 million officer damage dealt. My God. Wow. Yeah, I mean, I'm with you there. I mean, you definitely have to kind of have some definitive numbers, you know, to be able to draw like a definitive conclusion. I mean, obviously, you're doing the right thing. I mean, yeah, for sure, Tony. Right? Like the stronger your base is, the stronger you can survive, the more kills you can farm. Right? It kind of all plays on each other, but at the end of the day, right? Like you still do want to be able to find. You still do want to be able to find the best possible officer combination for each respective unit, because regardless of how base or how strong your base is, how long it lasts, if you can dole out the most amount of damage in the shortest amount of time, you're obviously going to get the most amount of kills possible for your respective base. Oh yeah, you're right, Kenny. Sorry, 6'5". It's 7'5" now. I apologize. Interesting. Tip of Spear and Argent hands down for me. That's good to know. I'm intrigued. I'm getting ready to finish up Argent here. That gives me an idea on what to do. However, here's the thing. What I will tell you, Kenny, is I am... Actually, it's on my list while I'm on the test server to do some ATG officer testing combos, and I'm 100% going to make sure you get credit for the whether it turns out to be the best or not, or whatever the case is. I'm going to make sure that you get credit for at least throwing out the Tip of Spear idea, because if you hadn't thrown it out, I wouldn't have probably even tested it. So I will make sure you get the appropriate credit. How many of these officers do I have max? Steel, Countess, Fox, Golden Eagle. Which of these officers? I have them all maxed. Steel, I'm sorry, Thorn, Steel, Vox, Eagle. Yeah, your ATG has been doing some monster damage. That's no question. Yeah, no worries, Jake. Yeah, that's insane. Interesting. I'm very, very, very intrigued. Yeah, Zachary, yeah, we're talking about the ATG. Regular Gold Plus, that's interesting to know too, because I have the same thing, just all standard Gold Plus. Is your part mechanic level 100? I'm a free-to-play, so I gave up on gold parts a bit over a year. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not a huge spender by any means. And yeah, I'm with you. I don't get parts for shit either. I don't know the last time I got a gold plus part. I'll get a random, like, occasional janky gold plus part, and that's it. That's it. Level 100. The ATG, I've got the heli level 100. I'm working on my fighter. I'm working on my fighter. Now you're making me wonder, is it worth it to do my ATG next, or do I put wrenches into my arty? Probably arty, just because it plays a multi-purpose role in a lot of ways. But the ATG, man, on base defense is a freaking monster. I'm just trying to, like, process this in my head, like I'm going through all of the different, like, scenarios and officer combinations now, because, like, I'm absolutely intrigued. Absolutely intrigued. Arty, yeah. More versatile, yeah. I agree. Yeah. I mean, I've learned tonight, so I do appreciate you, Kenny. That's actually really good information. Like I said, I'd have never, kind of blown my mind a little bit. I'd have never, ever in a million years even considered tip of spear for the ATG specifically. Like I said, if I'm able to do some ATG officer testing, I am going to 100% make sure you get the credit for that in the video, because that is good information. I won't say skills though, top secret, but they may think even more nasty. But they make things even more nasty. Yeah. I have an idea where you're going with the skills. I have an idea where you're going with the skills. I like what you're doing. I really like it. It's one of those things that's like, it almost seems obvious now thinking about it, but like until this whole thing happened, like it wouldn't have even thought about it. Pretty fascinating to say the very least. Interesting. My whole setup is a skill masterpiece. So you are 100% free to play, Kenny. Like, you have never put $1 into your account? Because, like, I'm actually wondering, like, regardless of whether you're free to play or not, like, I'm actually wondering, hold on, let me get down here. Actually, I don't know why I'm doing that. I'll just go to the messages. Duh. Common sense. So, I mean, looking at your skills, you got your kills, sorry. 1.14 million kills. You have 108k tier 15 kills. So my question is, how in the shit are you not in 14? Because if they are not putting you in 14 because of your power, that is a mistake. That is a mistake. I've seen players in 14 that have way, like considerably less tier 15 kills than you do. So if you're going off straight activity and kills, you absolutely need to be in there, period. And you can tell them to thank me when they put you in there after this event, because I pointed it out. G27 not skipping, S24 need to move or go to gold, otherwise they'll be forever in shield every conquest you play against Matt. Yeah, okay. Two things I'm gonna say that. Number one, we're not going gold. And number two, if G27 doesn't come, that's entirely their choice. They're free to make it. And we are going to continue to forge our own path. We do not, like, our alliance and the direction we go is not dictated by 27. If it was, we wouldn't be on this cycle right now. We like to fight. Why do you think we've came in here and went against 14 and 19 both events in a row? You'd be utterly, honestly, and I'm not just saying this because I'm in 24, you'd be utterly shocked at how many people are unfazed by being in the safe zone. There's not a lot, there's like really not any kind of like frustration going on. We're getting to fight. The frustration's on their side because like they're doing mostly nothing. We make our big push, and then when all three of them swarm us, we go back and we enjoy our day. I mean, the battle pass is good, but is that enough to give me a significant advantage? No. I mean, you're right. The battle pass is good. I do feel like you get your return on investment and then some. But in terms of like, yeah, no, I'm with you. Yeah. You're not out here spending 10 grand, buying out the store. And neither am I. But I get what you're saying. That's interesting. Yeah. Very interesting. You're piquing my interest. I do appreciate your knowledge. Really, truly, I do. I'm always wanting to learn something new, and tonight I absolutely have.
I'm about to lose my shit.
Why spear? Can you recap? Okay, yeah, long story short, Zachary, I took a army group out to kill some FT bases. Kenny dropped in on me and was 197 million power. I highly underestimated him, thought it was going to be a quick, easy kill. I was wrong. He ended up with a already burnt base. I believe he's at like 64-ish% base health, so not even full base health. Whooped my ass. Literally killed all 15 units in my army group. And so I was very intrigued. I hunted down Kenny, or attempted to hunt down Kenny. Fast forward, Kenny ended up coming into the live stream chat after he was told that that was caught on live stream, which it was, and I'm so happy it was because now we have learned a lot tonight. And so Kenny has been filling us in on what his units and some of his officer setups are. And it's pretty intriguing. Basically, where Tip of Spear came in is he said one of the officers he runs on his main ATG is really surprising to people. So we started kind of going through these different officers and their skills and try to figure out what could make sense. And we pinpointed it. It's Tip of Spear, and now we've been trying to find the skills to go along with it. Tip of Spear, interesting. I've always viewed Tip of Spear as a pretty crap officer, if I'm being perfectly honest. And I think in a lot of ways he is, but not... maybe he's not so much. put eye special on. Let's see. This artillery troop reduces skill prep time by 12.5. None of this officer's group. Huh. Yeah, Kenny's been dropping some knowledge bombs on us, to say the least, and I'm going to be doing some AT. It was actually already on my list to do some ATG officer testings, and I'm so glad this happened, because Tip of Spear, I can guarantee you, wasn't on my list to test as one of the potential officers in that testing, and now, obviously, it absolutely is. So, and that's a credit to Kenny. Yeah, exactly, Tony. If you take, like Kenny was saying, if you take Tip of Spear's prep time, skill prep time reduction, and then throw on Professor Payne's 30% skill damage increase to both officers on the unit, you can have a pretty devastating punch right there, honestly. And that's just with one skill. I mean, you have 3 more skills you could do damage with. Am I already ready for infantry? Any situation? Yeah, but don't forget the already, because ATG have a good life till Mr. or Mr. Infantry pull up. Yeah, that's true. Exactly. Honestly, that's why I still run. That's why I still run my rocket launcher for infantry specifically. There's a lot of different options at stake here. I don't know what's going on here, but we're going to leave that and we're going to retrain it. And yes, you're absolutely right. What you said a minute ago, Tony. Sorry, overlooked your message. 19 and 14 have to wait on 24 time. That's why 24. Yeah, no, we're just chilling, bro. We're making pushes every day. We're getting our kills, and we're having fun. I mean, I know probably people are like, oh god, 24 safe zone, 2 events. We're facing the 2 strongest alliances in the game. If they didn't safe zone us, there would be something incredibly wrong with that. So we're just chilling. We're having fun. No problem. Again, we want to fight. We're here because we want to play a war game, not a farm game. Saki runs what looks to be a very solid team. Saki is a monster, man. Saki is a monster. All of those players that came from S7 with Saki and company have been really big additions. Really big additions there. From what I can tell, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know all the players that are affiliated with them, but the ones I do know that came over have been doing a really great job. Who do you think would win in a fight? 24 HBR? I mean, of course I'm going to say my team, right? Like, if I didn't, like, I mean, I'm 100%. Safe zone is no cap a power play position. Yeah, absolutely it is. Absolutely it is. Don't get me wrong. Like, I love being on a winning team. And I've been on the winning side, plenty of times. But, I mean, we're enjoying it. Honestly, we're enjoying it. We're going to fight. We're enjoying it. And you're right. Like, everything's on our time. Yep, choose when the fight's out. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. We come out when we want, whenever we want, is when the fight happens. Period. Yeah, back to your question, Warpath. What do I think we're winning on 20? I mean, I'm gonna say 24. Of course, I believe in my alliance. I think we've got a really good alliance from top to bottom, and I believe in our team and our leaders. But with that being said, HBR is obviously no slouch of an alliance whatsoever, and could very, very easily, win that too. I think it could go either way. Of course, like I said, I'm going to cast my vote for 24, but I mean, 20. Sorry, not 12. I said 24. But yes, I'm going to vote for 24, but 12 is absolutely a monster in their own regard. Let's see. I'm just looking on Discord right here. Sorry. Interesting. Well, Kenny, seriously, I appreciate the knowledge. I'm actually really glad you hopped in here, man. It's been a pleasure talking to you. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up, guys. It is almost 11 o'clock. Been streaming for almost just shy of 3.5 hours. So good stream. Really appreciate you guys all coming to hang out. Kenny, I would love, of course, if you come hang out in more streams, man. You're always welcome. Obviously a smart player, so it's been a pleasure talking to you. Thank you for kicking my ass and then coming in here and dropping some knowledge bomb on us. So that's been fun. And again, really appreciate all of you guys for coming to hang out. Wonder for the donation. Joe for the donation. You guys are amazing as well. Thank you so much for that support. If you guys have not already liked the stream, please do so. It helps the channel out tremendously. And that being said, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up, and we will catch you guys here soon on the